Alright, welcome to part 2, corners. Now, most people, I would imagine, like to use letters for their corners, just like on their edges. If you actually go through and assign a letter to each sticker, there's 3 stickers on every corner. If you assign 3 letters on each corner, you'll end up using the exact same amount as the edges. You'll use 24 out of the 25 letters in the alphabet. For me though, between the edges and the corners, I think that's too many letters. That's too many phrases to memorize and not get mixed up. So for my corners, I came up with a number system. I figured this out on my own. I'm probably not the only one that uses it, but as far as I know, I came up with this method. So now for every face of the cube, I assigned a number. See that? And this is just for simple purposes to help me remember which piece needs to be facing up when I switch them. Alright, we're going to go into it here in just a second, but I just wanted to show you that every face has a number. I went in the same sequence as I did with my letters. I went yellow first, blue, red, green, orange, and then white. Alright, so yeah, let's take a closer look. Now I've set up another case just like before, and we're going to do just like we did with the edges, and we're going to follow pieces around and remember the numbers, and then we're going to solve them. So this is my buffer piece this time. We're always going to be solving this piece. We're going to send this piece to where it needs to go. So we're going to look at the piece. It's the yellow, red, and green piece. I know that piece goes here, and the number 4 is on top. So I remember number 4 is back here on the back. So I remember that the first piece needs to go here, 4, on the back. And when I'm doing this, I'm tapping my finger on the corner, because this is how I memorize the sequence in which they go. So it goes 4. Now I look at the 4 spot and see what number's there. 2. And this is the orange, blue, and white piece. So that goes down here in this corner. So it's 2. So it goes 4, 2, 4, 2. All you got to do is remember which corner, this corner, this corner, this corner, then this corner, and just remember 4, 2. That will help you remember which sticker needs to be facing up when you switch it. So it goes 4, 2. The 2 spot, there's a number 5, and that's the green, orange, and white piece that goes back here. So it goes 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, 5. Now I look at the 5 spot and I see another number 2. That's the blue, red, white, and blue piece. That goes here. So it goes right here in the front. So it's 2 again. So it goes 4, 5. Oh, I'm sorry. It goes 4, 2, 5, 2. 4, 2, 5, 2. 4, 2, 5, 2. 4, 2, 5, 2. And I continue doing that with all the corners, and that's how I memorize my corners. 4, 2, 5, 2. 4, 2, 5, 2. Then I execute. Setup move, switch this one and this one with a Y perm. Undo setup move. Now that one's solved. 4 is in its spot. 2, which goes here. We gotta get that on top. Do a setup move. Switch it. Using a Y perm. Undo setup move. There's the 2. 5 is back here. Setup move. It's on top. Undo setup move. That piece is solved. And then the final 2 is right here. Bring it up to the top and switch it. Undo setup move. And that's it. That's how I solve my corners. I follow the numbers around the cube, and then I tap in the order of which they need to be solved. Believe it or not, the tapping actually helps. If you could remember the sequence, then it'll help you go through them quicker. This is why I memorize the edges first and then the corners last, because remembering a couple of phrases is pretty easy, but I think it would be difficult to do your little sequence here with the corners, then solve your edges first, and then try to remember that sequence. I memorize the edges first, memorize that little phrase that I need to remember. Then I go through and I do my edges, the sequence that I need to do. I remember just a few numbers. Then I pull my blindfold down, I solve my numbers first, and then I go on to my edges. Usually remembering those phrases comes back to me really quick, even after doing that. Well, that's it. I hope you could understand everything that I was talking about in this video. If you have any other questions or anything, just post a comment below and I'll try to get back to you on it. Yeah, give it a shot. Write on your cube just like this, or your own method, however you want to do it. However it's easier for you to memorize your letters. You could go A, B, C, D, or you could go A, B, C, D, however you want to do it. Whatever's easiest for you. But yeah, write on your cube. I think it helps. Memorize it like this, and then in time you'll be amazed how much easier it is to memorize your cube. Alright, that's it. I hope it helped. Have fun.